Hi, welcome to Forever Yoga. I'm Susan Foxley, a registered yoga instructor and a certified life coach. I've been teaching yoga for over 2 decades, and today I want to share the gift of yoga at a pace that's right for you. It's all about life, body, and balance. Let's get started. Go ahead and find a yoga mat at home or just come right on your carpet, please. And we're going to just start in tadasana again, grounding our right foot and our left foot. Just close your eyes, please, and I just want you to check in with your body. Find symmetry between your right and left foot. Find symmetry from the back of the heel to the front of the foot, and just ground all 4 points of your foot. Lift your kneecaps, lift your belly, lift the heart, lift the crown of the head, and just slide the shoulder blades down your back gently and slightly drop the tailbone down. So the front of the body lifts and the back of the body drops. So again, we'll walk through that again. Lifting and spreading the toes, lifting the kneecaps, lifting the pubic bone up towards the belly button, please. Lift your heart and lift the crown of the head. And then the shoulder blades slide down like a waterfall down your spine as the tailbone drops down. And let's take a big inhale and hold and take a big exhale. And today we're going to do some balancing. So let's go ahead and let's start with triangle pose. So let's go ahead and step our feet out about 4 feet apart, please. And we're going to place our hands on our hips first. And bring our right foot 90 degrees, please. And triangle is a very tricky pose. Even my clients in their 70s and 80s wobble in this pose. Even though you're on both feet, it can be very wobbly. So really ground your right foot. Really ground your left foot so you have a beautiful foundation. Extend your arms out, please. Really extend your right fingertips away from your left fingertips and your left fingertips away from your right fingertips. Find your belly muscles. Bring your belly slightly in and up, please, as you lift the crown of the head. And then from here, let's lengthen the right fingertips out towards your right foot. And we'll gently come into triangle. Just gently place your right hand onto your right shin. Look up at your thumb if you can. If this creates like a wobbly feeling, please look down. But the gaze in triangle is traditionally up at your thumb. And while you're here, lengthen your heart away from your pelvis as you anchor your feet firmly into the earth. Beautiful. Reach your fingertips up to the heavens. Find symmetry between your right and left foot. Let's gently bring that left arm over your left ear, just for a nice side stretch. Beautiful. Stretch through those side muscles, those intercostal muscles. As you ground that left foot, stretch those left fingertips away from your left foot. Beautiful. Sweep back up to standing, please. Let's place the hands onto the waist and switch toes. Bring your left toes 90 degrees. Bring the right foot in, just let the right toes slightly in. Your feet are about 4 feet apart. Extend those arms, please. And as you extend those arms, spread through those collarbones. That's going to really help open up the lungs, create an open heart. Beautiful. Spread the right fingertips away from the left fingertips and the left fingertips away from the right fingertips. Ground your right foot, ground your left foot. Lengthen those left fingertips, please. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Come down, grab your shin, grab your ankle, grab your foot, whatever's safe for you, and look up at your thumb. Your right thumb is over your lip, and if you're feeling wobbly, it helps to look down. And if you need a block, feel free to use a block. Go ahead and engage your belly muscles. That's going to help with balance. Slightly bring your belly button into your spine. Lengthen your heart away from your pelvis. Extend your right arm up. Lengthen that right arm over your right ear. And stretch. Beautiful. Get a nice stretch in the side body. Sweep up, please. And gently, as you extend your arms out, bring your hands onto your waist. Bring your toes straight ahead. And go ahead and find balance between your right and left foot. Find samastitihi, sameness in both right and left feet. Lift those kneecaps. Zip that pubic bone towards the belly button. Lift your heart and crown of your head. Bring your right toes, please, 90 degrees. And we're going to come into warrior two, please. Bend your right knee, and as you do so, bring your arms out. And the gaze is at your right fingertips. Find a grounded sense between the right and left foot. Make sure your right knee is going towards your baby toe. Engage your belly muscles, please. Go ahead and straighten your right leg and reach your arms up to the sky. A beautiful tall spine. Bend your right knee and exhale all the air out, please. Go ahead and straighten your right leg. Inhale up. Reach up even higher than you possibly thought you could. Bend your right knee again. Beautiful. Inhale up again. Make the breath really important here. And exhale all the air out, please. Keep the right knee bent, please. Let's drop the left hand down the back leg. We're going to do reverse warrior. Gently and slowly. My 70 and 80-year-old clients do this easily and effortlessly with practice. When they first started doing this was very challenging for them, and now they do it easily and effortlessly. Bring your right elbow onto your bent knee, please, and reach your left arm over your left ear and stretch. Beautiful. Ground your back foot, please, and extend through those fingertips. Breathing deeply. Rest here and check in with your breath. Gorgeous. Sweep back to warrior two. The gaze is at your right fingertips. Engage those belly muscles. This also strengthens your bladder as you age. So wake up all those pelvic muscles, please. Lift the belly, lift the heart. Soften those shoulders, please. Straighten that right knee, and we'll come right into triangle again. Gently slide down and become stable on both feet, please. This is a stable sequence for stability and balance. Beautiful. Reach the left arm up over your ear. When we age, the first thing that goes is our balance. So yoga is so fundamental for balance, so we don't fall as we age. Go ahead and sweep back up, please. Extend your arms out, straighten both legs, bring both toes straight ahead. Bring your hands on your waist. Let's go ahead and find symmetry between both feet. Spread your toes, lift your kneecaps. Engage your belly muscles, lift the heart. Lift the crown, soften your shoulder blades, please. Let's bring the left toes 90 degrees, please. And we're going to go right into warrior two. Bend your left knee. Make sure that left knee is going towards your baby toe. And Arlene, you can bring your left foot a little more away from your right foot. Beautiful, so your knee rests right over your ankle. Make sure your knee is tracking right over your ankle. Extend your fingertips away from each other, please. That right arm likes to drop, so make sure you lift that back arm slightly. Go ahead and straighten that left knee. Inhale up, reach up to the sky, and then exhale down. Beautiful breath. Inhale up. Beautiful. Exhale down. Inhale up. Beautiful breath, Kathy and Arlene. Exhale down. Beautiful. Keep that knee bent, please. And we're gently going to bring that right hand down the back leg and do a gentle reverse warrior to open up and stretch those intercostal muscles. Beautiful. Always honor yourself. If this is too much, always back up. Gently ground your left elbow onto your left thigh. Sweep your right arm up and over. And ground the back foot as you extend through those right fingertips, please. Rolling the heart slightly open to the heavens. Go ahead and check in with your breath. Soften your face and your jaw. Check in, always going back to your grounded feet. So you're stable, you're grounded. Beautiful. Sweep back to warrior two, please. Hold warrior two. The drishti is at your left fingertips. Drishti is the Sanskrit word for gaze. We want to focus in every pose. Beautiful. Go ahead and straighten your left knee, please. And we're going to go right into triangle again. Spread those toes. Beautiful. And with practice, this will really help with stability. Reach your right arm over your ear. Stretch and sweep up. And go ahead and extend your arms out. Bring your hands to your waist as you straighten your legs. Let's go ahead and bring our legs together. And we're going to stand in front of the mats. And we're going to go ahead and just keep our hands at our waist. And go ahead and check in. And then bring your hands in prayer. Ground your right foot and ground your left foot. Now we did warrior two. Now we're going to do warrior one, going into balancing. So from here, we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot forward first and the left foot back. Keep your hands on your waist, please. And you want your belly button facing your right toes. So have a little bit of a wider stance. Just crawl your toes a little more forward. You want to have your heels lined up. So front heel is lined up with your back heel. I'd like you to just bend your right knee first. We're going to go into warrior one. Bend your right knee. And this might be all you do today at home. Okay, warrior one can be very challenging. And we're going to go from warrior one to warrior three. So this might be all you're going to do today. But if you want to, let's give this a try. Bring your left arm forward, please. And as you bring your left arm forward, that squares the hips. Your hips are like headlights on a car, and they're both facing forward. Beautiful, squaring the hips. And then reach your arms up to the sky first. Lift the back ribs, lift the side ribs. Reach those arms up to the heavens. Now here we're going to go into a balancing pose. So I really want you to increase your inhales and increase your exhales. Find symmetry between both feet and engage your belly muscles. And when we go into balancing, stare at one point in front of you for a drishti or a gaze. That'll help you so you don't wobble as much. So from here, for the first one, what I'm going to invite you to do is to first bring your hands at your heart. And Kathy might demonstrate this with her arms wide open, but let's try the first one with the hands at the heart. It's a little easier to balance. We're going to walk the back foot in first, and we're going to drop the heart towards the floor and lift the left leg and breathe. 1, breathe 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to go back to warrior one. Drop that foot back down. Bend that right knee. Reach your arms up to the sky. Reach up. Beautiful work. Nice work. Bring your hands at your heart. And then from here, hands at your hips. Straighten that right knee. And then we're going to go ahead and bring both feet back to the center. Hands in prayer. And just pause here. As you ground your feet, squeeze your legs together, please. This looks really easy, but this is warrior one to warrior three is one of the hardest poses for my clients in their 70s and 80s because balance can be very challenging as we age. So let's bring our hands back onto our waist, please. Let's step our right foot back and our left foot forward again. I like it a little narrower for Warrior 3, so about 3 feet apart. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and bend the left knee first. And the belly button is facing forward towards your left toes. So remember, the left foot is forward. The heels are lined up. Find symmetry, please, between both legs. Bring your right arm forward, please. And that's going to square the hips. Really anchor that back foot. Even see if you can lift the back arch. Really put energy into that back leg as well as the front leg. Reach your arms up to the sky. Lift your back ribs, lift your side ribs, please. Soften your floating ribs. Check in with your breath. Get into the breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. From here, we're going to bring the hands at the heart. And we're going to go ahead first and walk that back foot in for Warrior 3. Walk the back foot in. Find the dristi or the gaze. Lift your right leg up and drop your heart. And breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then from here, go back to Warrior 1. Bend the knee. Reach up with your arms. Reach up with the arms any amount. Beautiful work. Bring your hands at your heart, please. And step both feet back to center. Squeeze your legs together, hands in prayer. Samastadihi. Beautiful work. Really nice. And then let's go ahead and do that again. Hands at your hips. Bring your right foot forward, your left hip back. Wider stance with your feet for the second round. Bend your right knee, please. Bring your left arm forward. Square those hips, please. Really ground that back foot. Breathing deeply, reach both arms up to the sky and pause here in Warrior 1. Beautiful work. Gorgeous. Ground your feet into the earth. Gorgeous. Arlene has her hands together, which is fine. You can choose your hand. Put your hands together or hands shoulder width apart. There's no right way to do it. Yogi's choice, whatever you'd like to do. Nice work. And then from here, go ahead and Kathy's going to demonstrate Warrior 3 with her hands flying back, and Arlene's going to do it with her hands at her heart. So go ahead and bring your hands at your heart, Arlene, and go into Warrior 3. And breathe. Beautiful. And go back to Warrior 1. Go back to Warrior 1, wide stance. Gorgeous. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands in prayer and bring the legs back together. This is a very challenging pose. We're going to go ahead and bring the left foot forward and the right foot back. It's usually easier the second time, so that's why I'm doing it 2 times. It really helps doing it the second time. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the hands at the hips. Bring the right arm forward, please. Reach both arms up to the sky, and we're going to pause in Warrior 1. And go ahead and breathe. Gorgeous extension, Arlene. Beautiful work, Kathy. Gorgeous. And then go ahead and kick up your breath. And go ahead and bring your hands to your heart, Arlene. And Kathy, you can fly your arms. Walk your back foot in. And drop your heart towards the floor as you lift the back leg up. Kick up the breath. 1. Kick up the breath. Lift the back leg. 2. And 3. And then go back to Warrior 1. Nice work, Arlene. Nice work. Hands at your heart. Reach up to Warrior 1 and then hands at your heart. Beautiful. And then come back to center. And close your eyes. Get really grounded here. Find symmetry between your right and left foot. Breathe, lift the belly, lift the heart, lift the crown. And then from here, we're going to go right into, I call it airplane pose. It's a version of Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. We're going to extend the arms out to the side, and this will open up the lungs. So we're going to go right into airplane pose. So from here, extend through your arms, and we're just going to go ahead and bring the right leg back, and go ahead and bring the heart forward, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and gently come back to center, hands at your heart. Take a little bit of a pause here. Engage your buttocks, engage your belly. Lift the crown of the head as you ground your feet. We'll extend out again, please. Reach out with those fingers. Kick up the breath, and remember, Drishti is really important. Stare at one point in front of you, please, and reach your left leg back and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then back to center. And go ahead and ground your right foot and your left foot. Lift the heart, lift the crown of the head. And go ahead and last time, extend through your arms. Reach your right leg back and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then back to center. Pause. Check in with your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Last side, extend with your arms and go ahead and left leg back. Heart forward. Breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And go ahead and stand. Nice work. Now we're going to go to tree pose, the last pose we do before we go to the floor. Really nice work. From here, we're going to go ahead and take the left hand on our hip. I'm going to bring in a chair to Arlene. At home, you might want to grab a chair, and we're going to do the right leg first. So you can grab a chair if you'd like to for balance, if you're not used to this. So from here, we're going to ground the left foot. Take your left hand onto your hip. Take your right foot up into your inner thigh, please, and balance. Beautiful. And as you take your right foot up, go ahead and lift your heart, please, and check in with your breath. Balance on that foot, please. Hands in prayer. So, Arlene, you can take your right hand right at your heart. Beautiful. Balance here. Deep roots, tall trunk. And then lift those branches. Reach those branches up to the sky. Reach them up to the sky. Breathing. Deep roots, tall trunk. Gorgeous. And then slowly release down. Come back into Samastitihi, big toes touching. Samastitihi is sameness in the left and right feet. Hands at your heart, Tadasana pose. Tadasana means mountain. Find all the qualities of a mountain. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and take the right hand onto the hip, and Arlene's going to grab a chair, and you at home, please grab a chair. And go ahead and bring your left foot up into your inner thigh. And we're just going to bring our hands in prayer and stay there and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. This strengthens the ankles. It helps with balance. Deep roots, tall trunk. Beautiful. And then lift your branches up to the heavens. Beautiful tall branches. Gorgeous. And then just gently come back down to Samastitihi, Tadasana pose. Hands at your heart, close your eyes. Nice. My 85-year-old client does this every day after a shower. She goes into her bathroom, and every day after her shower, she's in her bathroom and she does tree pose every day so that she prevents herself from falling in the future. So tree pose is a wonderful pose for you to try at home so that we can prevent future falls, because as we age, that's one of the first thing that goes is we start becoming very wobbly. So tree pose will really help prevent that. Let's go ahead and come down to the floor, please. Very nice work at home. That might be enough for you today. That was a lot. That was a lot for me, and I've been doing yoga for a long time, so you guys can rest and maybe you've had enough today. But if not, let's keep going. Let's go ahead and cup the fingertips behind our buttocks and straighten those legs, please. And this helps the knees. And it'll also help the beautiful tall spine as you anchor those fingertips. Lift the heart, please. Iron the right leg and the left leg into the earth. Beautiful. And then let's just strengthen the arms for a little bit. Let's bend the right knee and the left knee. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and lift the buttocks and go ahead and look at the knees and bring the knees away from your face and then drop your head back if you choose. It'll help open up the throat and help with the thyroid, and it'll help from looking forward over computers or whatever you're doing. Gently come on down. And from here, we're going to go into Navasana, which is a balancing pose. We're going to balance on our buttocks today. And then from here, balance and slowly balance and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Nice. And then go ahead and straighten your legs. Reach your arms up to the heavens, please. And go ahead and come on down. Touch your toes. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Bend your knees for this pose if you choose. And just check in with your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Beautiful. And then from here, let's go ahead and come into Baddha Konasana. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Let's just loosen up those hips before we go into shavasana. Cup the fingertips behind your buttocks, please. And if you need something underneath your knees like a blanket or a block, please always take care of yourself. And then go ahead and lift the knees and lower. And this is kind of a similar pose to tree pose with the knees out. Lift and lower. Just loosening up those hips from sitting in cars, sitting in your dining room table or planes. We need to get on the floor as often as we can to loosen up those hips. So we have a nice, beautiful, it prevents arthritis in the hips. It prevents lower back pain. Get on the floor as often as you can, please. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to lie down on our backs. And we're just going to go ahead and hug our knees into our chest. Give your knees a big hug, please. Beautiful work. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and straighten out the legs. And the legs are about a foot apart, and the palms are open to the sky. And since we worked so hard today, we're going to take a nice long shavasana. Shavasana is corpse pose, and it'll restore the body. So go ahead and just soften the eyelids, the top eyelids to the bottom eyelids. Soften the space between the eyebrows where we hold intuition. And just release the lower jaw from the upper jaw. Relax your shoulders, please. Take that backpack off your back of worry and concerns. Let all that go. And just feel the expansion and contraction of your ribs and the rise and fall of your belly. And just relax your legs, your feet and toes. And just let go. Soak up that beautiful practice today. Soak it up. You guys did such an amazing job today. Really, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us on Forever Yoga. I'm Susan Foxley. If you have any questions about yoga, life coaching, my workshops, or today's shows, just go to susanfoxley.com and remember, always, always, always go where the love is. Namaste.